Yeah.
Starting to feel like Wednesday again.
Woo!
You know what it is. The Archie Carter representing the Horseman 9-7. That is King HP representing the Click. You are you, we are we, and this is Wednesday Night Wars. The doors to the church are now open. And we got a good one. We got a good one. We're going to give y'all a few minutes to get on in here, but we got a good one. And for those of you who don't know what you're watching, you are watching Attitude Era Podcast, right? You know we do the live recaps. We got interviews with legends of today, yesterday, and tomorrow. But on Wednesday, we go to war, starring you. It's the Wednesday Night Wars with the Archie Carter and King HP. And we put this together. We had a draft, and we did something that's never been done with podcasts or on the internet. We drafted our viewers and put together our teams. And on Wednesdays, those teams go to war. If you interested in that, join a tier. We made this as cheap as possible because it's not a money grab for us. We just want to know if you about that action. Put your money where your mouth is. You have to be a member. And we made this cheap as possible. $1.99 gets you in the transfer portal. You get drafted. You get put on a team. You could be a part of the expansion team. DNA's putting together a team. Z might put up together a team. We don't know. But you want to be a part of this to where you can interact with us and be on this screen. Because guess what? Our teams make appearances each and every Wednesday on Wednesday Night War. So transfer portal is all you need. We have other tiers, but just to get in, $1.99 and do you just fine. And tonight, we drafting again. We had so much fun with that first draft that the idea came actually by one of the viewers. Shout out to Polo and Frank. They said, Archie, all this talk about the Hall of Fame, who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, who's not in it. Why don't y'all do your own draft and see who could put together the best Hall of Fame class? And that's what we're doing tonight. Look, me and HP didn't talk really all week about this.
This is fire
so I don't know what he's up to. He don't know what I'm up to. I asked him one question this week, and I forgot what that was because we've been brainstorming. We went to the war room. You know, real draft. We got a draft board. I got codes and symbols and handshakes for my team. They know how to signal me in the chat. We need to put this together. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Tonight, red is blue. Blue is orange. Down is up. They know what I'm talking about. We got that lingo. That's horseman talk. If you're not a horseman, you wouldn't understand. So we're going to get into it. Now, HP.
I love it. You like it? I love it. What's up, brother?
So I got to keep my eye on the chat, man. Make sure I don't miss nothing because that's very, very likely to happen. Oh, I can't even pull the chat up. See, HP that did something tonight. He rigged this thing, baby. He rigged it.
I would never. Oh, they had a new Pop the Balloon. One day you might see me on Pop the Balloon, y'all.
Shout out to Adam, JP, Polo, Mike. The gang is all here. Come on in. I wanted to get you on Pop the Balloon. I was gonna talk to DNA about that actually.
Oh,
we got to get HP on Pop the Balloon. But tonight, man, this is gonna be a cool thing we doing, man. We're gonna give y'all, what time is it? Give them 5 more minutes to get in, and then we're gonna get the drafted. We normally rock, paper, scissors this thing to see who gets the first pick. But word on the street is I won the Backlash predictions. So I could either kick, give you the first pick, or receive, and I take the first pick. So I mean that's just the word on the street is. I'm not trying to get to know.
I ain't even mad at it.
So shout out to Frank. Frank came up with this, but he also hit me during the week. He said, Archie, you got to change your pick from Becky to Lyra Valkyria, and that was the pick that got me over, and I won. So I ain't gonna hold you. We will be making the first pick in about 4 minutes.
Adam, if I go on Pop the Balloon, you already know what you know what I'm saying? You already know what it is.
Y'all think Aaron the Plum was wild.
Yo, I'm ready. I'm braced for shot. So they could come out here. I bet you this. Every person could pop their balloon when I walk out. They be like, pop, 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 pop. I'll be like, yeah.
Don't give HP no ammunition. He's wild. He's wild. Don't give him. Don't. So HP, did you talk to your team about this? Did y'all put together a game plan? Like what happened in the Click headquarters? Oh, I want to know.
I can't tell, brother. I can't tell you. You decided to be a general manager of the opposing team, and now you.
I'm just saying. Oh, we've been burning the midnight oil over this thing. Horseman been talking for 3 days straight, 72 hours.
You gonna need it. You gonna the things I have heard.
Oh,
the things I have seen.
Man, you could hear all you want, but you know what I'm saying. We're gonna get this draft going. Oh man,
I can't see your face.
She said her computer's dying, so the camera's not on. So
her computer is dying?
Yeah. So
hold on. I know Scam Likely did not just call me.
Hey, might be a scam, might not be.
It might not
HP.
be.
Okay, it's some things we didn't talk about, but I'm gonna tell you how. No, I ain't telling you nothing. We're gonna talk afterwards. Telling you nothing. Telling you a GD thing. You heard me? Yeah. We're gonna get right into this. I think we put together a fire draft class, and the rules are simple. If I draft them, HP can't draft them. That's it. Real simple.
Who?
I only had one question, and that was because of Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio got inducted into the Hall of Fame. He's still an active superstar. That was a little asterisk for me because I was like, do we want to go people who aren't in? Or do we want to go active? Because if we go active, this would be damn near a fantasy draft. So we're going to keep it classy and do it what horsemen do. We're going to follow tradition. Foes up. Shout out to all the horsemen and horsewomen in the chat and whatever the other team name is. I don't know. The Bad Street Bears or the Goonies or whatever y'all call yourself.
The Bad Street Bears, brother?
Little Giants. You know what I'm saying?
Little Giants was a fire movie when I was little. I used to watch that.
Why am I not wearing my Click shirt? I'm allergic to polyester.
What is that, velvet?
Nah, what was the bet, HP? It was Adam. I think that's Adam. We talk so much on this podcast, brother. I don't know. That's the real answer. I don't know. But if I lost the bet, I don't think I lost. Oh, was I lost the poll? Who won the poll from last week?
Oh, we're gonna get into it.
Okay.
You want to do it at the beginning?
No, let's get into this draft, brother. We got 1 minute. Oh, then I'm on the clock, and then we're gonna get right into it. So, horsemen, horsewomen, I sent y'all the link. So after we get this draft popping, the floor is yours. I want y'all to come on here and tell me how we did in this draft, and how y'all feel about our team. But we're gonna get through this draft real quick. Then we're gonna bring y'all on. That's Wednesday Night Wars, people. You ready, HP?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So you want me to get into it?
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna wait on the member first. You get into yours?
Oh, you bringing people with you? Oh, you bringing people with you? I'm bringing my team on when we done. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? You need backup. That's cool. I've been in handicap matches.
I don't need no backup, brother. We are the matter of fact. I might do it the same way. HP looking like he ordering food over there. He might be. I got some gizzards down below. You know,
another 100 the time, 100 on the bill, 3 on the tip. You know how you do. I think we should get into the draft, then bring our teams on and let them have at it because we got to get through this part first. What you think?
Okay, let's do it.
And we can knock it out in a quick 5 to 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? State your pick. Then we get into it. That cool?
Works for me, brother.
Horseman, I'm in the chat looking for those emojis. Y'all know what we talked about. Y'all know what we talked about. Cold blue. Hold on 1 second. Eagle has landed.
Let me make sure so I can write these down so I ain't trying to look back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm ready. I got.
No, I'm talking about your picks.
I got my picks. You ain't gotta worry about that.
No, what I'm saying is I don't know your picks, so I don't want to be going.
I'm pretty sure the chat gonna keep up with this. So we got the livest and coolest chat on the internet. Shout out to the chat.
Let me grab my pen real quick.
Shout out to the chat. Hey, give me the screen. Horseman. Y'all know what's up. Wednesday Night Wars Attitude Era Podcast. I am the Archie Carter. We about to get into this WWE Hall of Fame fantasy draft that we put together with our teams. The Click, represented by King HP, versus the Horseman 9-7, represented by the Archie Carter and YOU. There's some real conversation went into these picks, some real talk went into these picks, strategy went into these picks, and I just enjoyed getting it in with my team over this past week. Now we about to get into it. You ready?
Oh yes, sir, brother. I just want to make
All right.
I said we got 2 in the chamber ready too.
With the first pick in the WWE Wednesday Night Wars draft for the WWE Hall of Fame.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring my 2 people up. So I ain't just waiting, thinking nothing. You know what I'm
Mute
saying?
their mics.
We're gonna mute. We're gonna mute all our mics, yeah, except for yours because you're on the clock.
Oh, you could bring up all the members then. Hey, Horseman, if y'all ready, get to it. Oh, see, they jumping me. They jump. Hold on, they jumping me. You can take the chain.
I'm gonna you gonna mute Mike. Go ahead, Mike. Click is in the building. We're gonna mute the mic so that Archie can get undisturbed.
Let Archie do his thing.
Go, Archie.
All right, look, with the first pick, the Horseman 97 select the 9th wonder, 8th wonder why she's not been inducted yet, Chyna, to the WWE Hall of Fame. Shout out to the ladies. Game changers. Yeah.
Chyna
coming in hot.
Oh, we got another one. Let me see if I can arrange these to where.
Yeah, Polo, I needed some help.
Put the click on top, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't letting it go down like that up in here, Archie. Hey, Horseman in the building. What's the deal, chat? Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
We just drafted Chyna, Polo. We're gonna let the click get their pick in, and then we're gonna
ninth wonder of the world. You dig?
Yo, you know what's funny?
You were gonna pick that too. I literally said that right before this started.
I told you, Archie. See, I told you we didn't
pick Chyna.
Hey, I'm gonna let
Shout
Mike
out to
the
predictable.
I'm gonna let Mike make this pick. I'm gonna mute everybody, Mike. Oh, I can't wait.
Which one do we want to go with?
That one, the one that we talked about with
killer one. The killer
The
one.
most predictable pick.
Yes. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna mute your mics, but just let Mike have the matter of fact. Let me. We gotta.
Hey, Polo, watch this.
We're gonna go with the McMahon family. Vince, Mom, Linda, Shane-O, and Steph. The family.
You can have them. You can have them.
SCB, see? SCB.
What
If there was no Vince or no McMahon family, we wouldn't even be on the Attitude Era podcast.
Talk to him.
Let's do it.
In the words of the great Birdman, is you finished or is you done?
Is you fit right? So what? In the words of Kofi Kingston, so what?
So what? Let's go. Who's next?
Okay. Hey, Horseman, y'all know the deal. Let me see what we got in the chat, man. Let's see what we got in the chat. I mean,
hey, Archie,
first ladies in there. First
should I stick with the? Should I stick with the?
Yes, yeah. Run that,
okay,
that. But hey, Archie, I'm gonna say this. You know the order we got.
Yeah.
Skip one. Don't bring number 2 out. Bring number 3 out right now. Then we'll go back to number 2. And the rest of the horsemen. And then, rest of the horsemen, tap in if y'all agree with that. We're going to go with the third one and we're going to run it back.
We're going to roll. Since
I
am a Carolina boy, I got a rep for the Carolinas. Since we the first in flight, we got to take off with Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys.
See, me and HP were talking about this last night. Because technically they're still active, right?
Yeah, they're still active. Even if are we doing? See, that was
active.
My question. Are we doing? Active?
They gonna hate on the picks.
No. We were just questioning this last night because it's like we could do different things. Like they're still active.
They're
not
well.
WWE, they're not active.
Oh, so we just mean not active.
TNA, which is just WWE things.
Okay.
They were just with WWE, like getting acknowledged as champions.
Getting acknowledged and actually being a part of the company are two different things.
Hey,
They've been on NXT. They were on NXT.
Yes, for just an appearance, not like they're not on the show.
Wrestling champions. How are you inactive if you have championships?
Where they signed to?
TNA.
That's it.
So we're just anyone not signed to WWE, basically, is what you're saying. Active in WWE right now.
WWE active because
I said earlier, Rey Mysterio kind of made it murky because he's still active.
Because he's still active, 100%
active, and we said
that's why we said not active. Signed to WWE.
Yeah, but we said not active, not members of WWE. Like, hey. You gotta be off
well. Here's my question: don't Stephanie still work there?
Work there? She's not wrestling.
She's not wrestling.
See, that's. Hey, I feel like y'all breaking it. Hey, y'all breaking it down like that is making it very convenient for y'all.
It's not even convenient.
No,
what you saying?
I mean, everyone we picked isn't active. If I'm being honest,
everybody we picked, that was probably the only one we. That's the only one we got that you might want to remotely have that argument though.
I'll take it back, and I'll take it back. I'll skip I'll pick another. I'll pick another pick. We ready?
Yeah, we got Chamber. Come on, bro. We got 100 round. We got 100 round drum.
You said not active, and then pick the TNA.
Fuck it. Hey, we got 100 in the clip. Archie, drop it on them. Yeah, drop it on them.
I'm gonna go to the pick after the Hardys. Do I need to change my pick?
I think that's a.
Let him go.
Yeah,
do I need to change my pick?
Come on, bro. Yeah, that one's got to be
change
on the line.
Yeah,
I would say yes. Just
okay.
Just
hey, we look. We come in.
Yeah, that Hardy's got him shook.
He got him shook. It's just
because then we could go to. And
it's just because then if you're just saying WWE,
like the killer of all killers, like we wouldn't be able to pick.
There wouldn't be a lot of tag teams to pick, or there's a lot to pick if we're doing active. That's why my question was. Are we just saying they're not active in WWE? Because, there's so many wrestlers that are active in the indies right now. So, or they're active in AEW.
We wouldn't be able to do a draft then unless we
draft. That's what I'm saying. Like, so how do we want to just not active in WWE?
You're right, Franklin.
I will retract my pick and make another pick. Real simple.
Well, if you're saying they're just not active in WWE, then your pick will be fine. But
no. Because you can't pick 3 of the biggest companies and be like, "Yo, he's wrestling in New Japan on an active basis." Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I will take my pick back. We ready for war, dog.
Yeah, we ready. This is the right. We let them know. Archie, come on now.
Should I go 2? Should I go 4?
Yeah, F it. Hey, F it. Just go with the original 2 then. F it, because they trying to find loopholes. They trying to find loopholes. That's what they do over there.
Find the loopholes.
Well. So should I go 2?
Yeah. Yes. 2.
Okay.
Pulling up more
pictures. Yeah, look, Franklin and SCB is agreeing. Yep, go with 2.
Well,
SCB and Franklin
since Matt and Jeff can't get no love. Rest in peace.
Diabolical.
To the legend.
The eater of
Firefly Funhouse. We draft
the eater of Bray Wyatt.
I need to cry no more today. Okay, go. Sorry.
We got Bray.
That's a good pick. Guys.
That's a great Horseman style pick.
And we let y'all have the floor. With this war, but we come in peace and we ready. We Batista with it. We got the machine gun on. What's up?
Can I go next?
HP, which one you want to use?
You want to go next, HP?
Do we pull it out now?
Nah, I think.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Hey, yo!
No, did he?
This is right, deal. This is a family show.
Hey, Mike, we are recording this.
Yeah, you feel me? This will stick with you for life.
Dora, you got a pick, right?
Yeah, I got a pick.
All right, we're gonna Dora, take this one.
You want me to do the man or the woman that I told you I picked? Based on, because I told you the 2.
Go with the man.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with my favorite, my Texas champ for life, my Macho and Poncho owner, Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course. No argument.
Didn't he just show up at Mania?
Did he wrestle?
Ain't he in the Hall of Fame already?
He's already in the Hall of Fame.
Not.
And he's
like on that.
But he's in the Hall. He's in the Hall of Fame.
But not as a wrestler.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
hold on. Let him have it.
I'm about to say.
We're not coming to argue.
If you say it doesn't, if you say it matters, Archie said it doesn't. I would like to side with Archie, but if you say it matters,
to argue, dog.
All right, no, it's not an argument, but that's a little hypocritical if you're gonna do that and then hit us with the Hardy's pick though. But
no,
we gonna let that live. We'll let you live.
I thought he was in 2009.
They trying to rig I thought because he was already in the Hall of Fame, we weren't doing
Man,
that.
Vinny, Vinny.
Let me find out. They trying to rig this shit already, man. Oh my God.
He's in there for a moment.
That's it. Yo, quick. Anyway,
he went in 2009.
I honestly thought about Stone Cold, but I thought he was already in there.
2009?
He is. How do y'all not know that about Austin, bro? That is crazy.
Yeah, he's already in there. So.
Then I'll pick my other pick. That's fine. I got another pick. I got two. Do I go with my other pick?
Yeah.
Okay, I picked Jazz.
Who?
Jazz.
Oh, Jazz. Okay, that's respect.
Jazz,
that's a good one.
Training right now.
She just doing appearances. She not wrestling right now.
It's all good. Hey, we can't. We come in peace, baby.
So what the team's looking like?
We got China and Bray. Y'all drafted the whole McMahon family and Jazz.
And Jazz.
Okay. Since we drafted families, I got a family up next. You know what I'm saying? And it's a family I think we all loved at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna take the Nation of Domination.
We are
as a faction.
Domination. Nation of Domination.
Matter of fact,
they're not in there, are they, right?
The Rock, Mark Henry, D'Lo Brown.
HP.
What up?
That is a heat rock right there, fellas.
Mighty quiet over there.
Because
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That's a little pushy, but you know what I'm saying? It's cool. We like the pushy. We like pushy.
Benny, The Rock still has his fake belt he's been carrying around, so I don't know if that,
Benny, you got the third pick?
Man, who we pick? You said we got the McMahon family and we got Jazz.
And Jazz.
Yeah.
One second. Freestyle in front of Dome. This is a battle rap.
Oh, no. He has picks. Trust me. I have seen and heard.
Did pick.
And I know Mike ready for the Vinny, you want to come back on the next one?
Yep. Vinny got through some service issues right now.
You know he was in his car. Yeah, Mike. It's on you.
All right, I know it's not going to be favorable to a lot of people, but the crossface crippler, we're going with Chris Benoit. Y'all pick Benoit?
Okay.
That's low hanging fruit. Y'all do what y'all want with that, though.
Hey, we're not here to please, We're just,
Yeah.
But I don't care. We don't. I understand what you're saying, but in the ring, second
nobody
to none.
Ring.
In the ring.
Nah, I'm good on
that. Polo, I see why you got that face, Polo.
Yeah,
I don't even want to say the name. I'm good on that.
You said what? Oh, SCB. You said you see my face?
Here you go.
I'm just pointing it out there, team. Just pointing it out there, my horseman.
Well,
we knew that was gonna. We knew that was gonna be the
mood killer.
Reaction.
Yeah, the mood killer. Yeah, you killed the mood.
Hey.
Y'all killed the mood. But you know what makes moods better? Music.
That's right.
So the fourth pick that the Horsemen 9-7 are going to put in the WWE Hall of Fame is none other than the maestro himself,
DJ
Jim Johnson. Banger after banger, in the words of Shane. Banger after banger.
Man, I cannot hear y'all from this phone.
For sure.
Man.
Jim Johnson.
Hey!
So
Vinny shooting from long range, baby.
You know what I'm saying? What pick we on? Number 4?
We on the fourth pick.
Fourth pick.
You know what I'm saying? With the 4th pick for the Click in the 2025 Hall of Fame draft, the Click Nick, we select Mr. Owen Hart.
Yes, good pick.
can I tell y'all something?
What?
Tell us.
Y'all picking people we chose not to pick because we knew it was not realistic.
Yeah, come on, hey, Archie, talk your shit.
We
brother.
didn't pick these people because it's not realistic.
We were like, that's not. Yeah,
we're picking all-time greats.
Neither will Chris.
Why is it not realistic? It's your draft class.
Hey, y'all do y'all thing. Y'all still got.
I'm still trying to figure out how Stone Cold Steve Austin's in the Hall of Fame if he's already in the Hall of Fame.
no, they didn't get that pick.
We
They didn't get that pick.
didn't
They didn't get that
drop
pick.
that.
And they took
Yeah, they
that
dropped
from us. So
And they hated on us with our Hardys pick too.
we'll let them
I
have
ain't gonna lie, my nigga. This
They hate on us with the Hardys, but they take the entire McMahon family. Like,
You took the Nation of Domination.
It's a faction of retired wrestlers. What are you talking about?
100 exactly. It's a faction of retired wrestlers.
Hey, so you see what happens when you let these niggas pick the game, man?
Yeah.
No, we
exactly.
not. Hey, but
Can't
here's
let
the
these
thing.
niggas
We
pick
not
the
arguing
game,
nothing.
bro.
It's just, I mean, low hanging fruit is low hanging fruit. we
Hey.
chose not. We.
You got to remember, this still got to go to the polls.
But here's the thing. Yeah, but I don't know how you gonna sleep at night talking about what y'all talking about. It's all good. Y'all picked two of the worst tragedies in wrestling to add to y'all team. Crazy.
Hey, somebody got their volume up. Somebody got it up. I can hear it. I was like, who's that? That's me.
Hey, Horseman, I'm gonna need y'all help on this one. Do we go lion, tennis ball, cowgirl, bunny? Where we going with this? Because they took our pick away from us.
Y'all got cold words.
Facts.
Yeah, they got cold words.
That shit was ass.
Let me see.
Hey, if we want to, hey, Franklin, or Archie, if you want to ask me, I'm gonna say cowboy hat or lion. Cowboy hat or lion.
Names.
SCB, who you got?
Oh my god.
Cowboy hat or lion.
I like tennis ball, but who you got, SCB?
I thought about.
Oh, you rocking the tennis ball?
HP.
I thought about the lion.
Yeah. Omaha.
Virginia.
Frank, you froze on the top. Hey, Frank, you froze. SCB, what you thinking?
Blue 83.
I thought about the lion, but the way how they just finessed us with the Hardy Boys, I'm gonna go cowgirl.
Exactly.
Yeah, they gonna shit on
like
lion too. Okay, so we can't do lion.
That's why that's our first lady. SCB in the building.
What Frank say? Because we're gonna make this pick real quick. I like tennis ball and bunny. Bunny was crazy. Bunny was crazy though.
Bunny, wait.
No, Bunny was crazy. But I'm gonna go cowgirl.
I think we can hit him with Bunny with the next pick. I think we can.
This the last pick.
The last pick.
Oh, this is the last pick.
This is the last pick.
The last pick.
Hey, I'm not gonna.
We got China, Bray, Nation of Domination, Jim Johnson, and we either going tennis ball.
Hey, Franklin said tennis ball. Tennis ball.
Cowgirl. Go cowgirl. Blue 42.
Because they're not gonna let us do vampires.
Cowboy
hat. They're not gonna let us do vampires. If they kill Hardy, they're gonna kill vampires.
HP. Franklin said he can't hear us when he's on the camera.
Oh well, we're gonna have to. I don't know what's up with Frank. So what y'all say?
I'm down with tennis ball.
And
if you want
headphones,
to tennis ball or lion,
if
that's the case, tennis ball or lion.
They're not gonna let us do lion. They're gonna let us do Hardy. They're gonna let us do lion.
Oh,
that's right. Okay. Well then, tennis ball or cowboy hat.
Fuck, it's tennis ball.
SCB.
Don't be trying to figure it out.
Bunny. Who you got, SCB?
You say what, Archie?
We can do tennis ball.
We got like tennis ball and Bunny.
Tennis ball. Or wait, tennis ball or Bunny?
Yeah.
Tennis ball, Bunny.
I think tennis ball is the better pick, but I think the Bunny would get the bigger fan reaction.
Oh my God.
Okay.
The Bunny would get the bigger fan
SCB,
reaction.
tennis ball or Bunny? Who we got?
I think we'll get the votes for Bunny.
Vinny left for like 5 minutes and they still talking cowboy hat.
Right. Over here, Cowboys.
Because 3 of our picks, y'all gonna say we can't pick because they're active in other companies because y'all hate us.
Fuck go Bunny then. Go with the Bunny.
You made the rule.
Archie, go with the Bunny.
Y'all made this game up.
No, the rule was
Franklin said it.
No. It's not active.
Go with Bunny.
Bunny
said go with Bunny.
Well, with the 5th pick, y'all
can't
take this away from us because y'all took away the Hardys. You would have took away Y2J. You would have took away Edge and Christian. So we're gonna go with the legend herself. Shout out to the ladies, Sable.
Bam.
Trash. They thought that was a banger.
It was.
They said Sable, bam, boom.
And y'all picked 2 of the worst tragedies in wrestling history.
Was so basic.
See,
y'all
this is
picked the whole
why I
family.
was on the
man who
same.
killed the whole family. Y'all got it.
The same thought process with Christian and Edge and all of them. I was like, we can't pick them because they're active. So they're active technically.
No, because I had asked those same exact people last night, the HP, Y2J.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like if we just
Christian,
Edge,
I even asked about
like
The Rock.
we
Like, is The Rock technically not active? He's not wrestling, so could we pull?
We chose not to pick The Rock because we didn't want The Rock, so y'all can have him.
Yeah, The Rock ain't it like that.
No, I'm just
just
saying,
remember, and y'all already made your picks.
I know we made our picks, and we're confident
your team has to beat our team in a poll up.
We already won, dog.
We already won, bro.
Wait, so I have a question. What are we? We're just doing a poll.
A man that died in the ring and a man that killed.
Yeah, D. So we both gonna have our 4 picks, and then we'll put the polls up with each team, and people are gonna vote.
We're basing our stuff on what happened in the ring.
In the ring,
y'all got a whole bunch of scandal behind y'all pick.
Let them pick.
Because I wasn't really I didn't get too much information, so I thought it was like
it's just gonna be our Hall of Fame picks versus they Hall of Fame picks. You gonna vote, and everybody gonna vote for the Horsemen.
Okay. Thank you.
And it was the thought of people.
I know everyone's arguing, guys. Sorry,
What was it, like 77?
These rules weren't established clearly.
Yeah, we already seen how the click get down. We beating the brakes off them on the poll. You know what I mean? Final results.
Y'all need a dub.
Wait, who's our last pick? Who's our last?
Franklin love to think they just whooping ass over here.
Yo, you know what's funny?
Y'all
I mean, Remy love to think.
Let me see.
Hey, you see what happened last week?
Yeah,
what was that, 78%, 79%? God damn.
Yeah. So
we know that 78% was y'all. Y'all ain't slick. We know that shit was y'all.
Hey,
I wouldn't want to be picking.
You said what about us beating y'all ass?
So we let y'all pick. Y'all run off at them lips.
Who y'all? Yeah, don't even worry about them in their second loss in a row.
Right. They about to lose a game they made.
I'm not putting my y'all looking at Chris Benoit.
Who's their last pick?
Who y'all looking
Our
at?
last
Right?
pick was Sable. Who's y'all last pick?
You got The Rock. You got Sid. Vinny, did you have any last picks that you might want to try to squeeze in here to stomp the living life out of the Horsemen?
Well, what we looking like?
Hey, y'all good at that. Y'all pick Chris Benoit, so
yeah
y'all, man.
We only talking about what they did in the ring. Y'all trying to bring out the actual
y'all put a great cloud over this thing.
That's what they hoping. The McMahon family, Jazz,
right.
Benoit.
I gotta bring some light in here with all that evilness.
And then
it's in court right now with Dick.
Really?
Yeah,
and then we got Owen, right? So there's some guys that left on the table. They said they didn't even want The Rock. Just remember, this goes to a poll. There's Sid. Sid is, you know what I'm saying, always a universal great. You know what I'm saying?
Should I go male or female?
That doesn't have not one classic match under his belt, but okay.
Not one.
Time out. China got classic matches?
Sable got classic matches?
China got classic moments.
No damn classic.
Okay. So Jim Johnson has classic matches? or a moment.
Every classic themes.
China,
What is you talking about?
winning
You got
the
classic
Intercontinental
themes.
Championship
Let me
is
ask
a
you a
classic.
Let me ask you a question. Matter of fact, we ain't even at the war part. Let's just make our last picks. Whoever it is, we still stomping them out.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, wop,
All
wop,
right,
wop, wop, wop.
this last pick, it's a little bit recent, but I'm gonna go with y'all do Batista?
Nope, they did not.
Well, we can
Go
do
Batista.
Yeah.
WWE don't even want Batista. He's supposed to be in 4 years ago. You can have him.
Yeah,
That's
WWE don't even want to induct his ass.
That's exactly why we picking him, Frank. Thank you.
You can have him.
WWE don't even want to induct him.
Hey, I hope y'all niggas don't lose the
him
game
4
with y'all
times and he
creative.
ain't want to show up.
Yeah, I mean, so now the classes is set. You know what I'm saying? Hey, first lady and Dora. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all defend y'all picks? I don't know how.
Do your thing, click queen.
Yeah, we get a round of the ladies.
First lady, show them what we do.
Oh, this nigga just copy what I said.
Wait a second, hold on.
Here you go.
I'm gonna slide.
Man.
Slide the ladies to the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Paulo, you my nigga. I gotta talk my shit though.
And then we still got
I'm gonna get you back in Madden, bro.
Horseman and Horseman.
Oh, you not?
Hey, y'all remember the picks?
Yes.
Go first.
No, I'm about to mute everybody mic. So this or everybody just mute your mic, so I ain't gotta go and find each person's name. That makes it a lot easier. So we give them about Archie. How much time you want to give them? Like a minute?
It's on you, big dog. I ain't got too much to say at this point.
Bet. A minute. Who want to go first? I guess first lady, right? Because y'all went first.
Yeah, you can go first.
No, I offered Dora to go first. Dora can go first.
She's nervous. That's cool.
Okay.
I'm not nervous. Dora can go first.
Okay.
Since y'all so confident, y'all go with us.
Oh, absolutely, be confident.
Wait, so how long do we have?
1 minute. So just remember, you got
Okay.
McMahon, Jazz, Benoit, Hart, Bautista. Tell me when you're ready.
I can go now. Just whenever. Yeah.
And go. Ready, set, go.
I chose Jazz firstly just because she's one of the few black women in wrestling. She was one of our first seeing a strong woman compared to them using everyone being sexy. Not that they didn't use Jazz to be sexy, but you know what I mean, that stuff. And then on top of that, I just feel like people didn't understand how good of a wrestler she was because they wanted to go into just having them look like baddies. And she was one of the few wrestling. I'll say your guys' pick China. We had the women that were out there actually that knew how to wrestle, that know how to wrestle with the men, that made the men scared that they were going to be better than them, and they were. And then I would say recently, I'm glad that they started using her even more often because she has her own school, the Dog Pound Wrestling here in San Antonio, and she's working with NWA, and her school just got WWE ID'd. So
time. That's a good minute. First lady, are you ready? Tell me when you're ready. You got 1 minute to represent the Horseman. You got it?
Yeah. So our first pick was China. So our first pick was China, just based off what D was saying, one of the first women's Intercontinental champion. First of all, for the men's Intercontinental champion, because y'all said China didn't have classic matches. That's not a classic match. A classic match, Jeff Jarrett versus China for the Intercontinental Championship that China won, that elevated for women in the future to go against men. Again, she was with Stone Cold, The Rock, and Billy Gunn. They had the 4 tag team match. Come on, you can't say that China is not that. D-Generation X, Solo, what are we doing here? That's just a given as basis. Who else we got? We said China,
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. Come on, Bray Wyatt, the world eater. Bray Wyatt
Time.
Hold on, I know you do the time. You did the timer. I got you. But I'm gonna say this about Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, till this day, is still known revolutionary. You see the people in the audience. Come on, like I ain't gotta say nothing too much to this. This is all I gotta say.
Hey,
if you don't see this,
we got the whole draft in our hands. We got the whole draft. Yeah.
All right, good job. All right, you know what I'm saying. All right, let me see if someone else score off in that 60 seconds. Who else? Vinny, you think you can take out Polo in the battle of the number ones?
I ain't got nothing to say, bro. This is whoop these niggas' ass, bro, and get it over with.
I can't. Let me see. Can I move myself to the bottom? How do you move yourself? Oh, because we got an uneven number of people. Damn it. All right. So whoever it is, I'm just gonna enlarge them. Boom.
Polo, cook him, because now I'm saying he ain't got nothing to say. Cook him, Polo.
Hold on. Back. Just finish. Addy Carver, what up?
I ain't got nothing to say.
He ain't got nothing to say. Hey,
he ain't got nothing to say.
Polo, you. That's all I got to say.
Come on, Polo.
All right. Horsemanship.
Ready? Tell me when to go.
All right, look, I'm gonna just finish up with SCB First Lady said, bro. Bray to this day got everybody crying. His effect still lingers over everybody. People still give him his homages and everything that they do. Bray is that. She already, China spoken for. Now, Sable. Sable was the first woman to make people pay attention to women in the WWE/WWF. Sable set standards. She elevated everybody that was around her, or gave I won't say elevated them, but she gave everybody else more eyes to be put on them that she interacted with, whether it was Mero, just anybody that was around her. Once she connected with Vince, once she got with Stone Cold on camera, once her interactions with Vince McMahon backstage, how do we know just how personal and real those moments were? Sable elevated things. People gave people to all to want to be better than Sable, or she was their standard.
Nation.
Of course. I'm just gonna do this for the nation. This represents everything. I mean, Farouk, I'm about to start going in on Farouk. I should have started with the nation.
It's all good.
It's all good though. You know what I'm saying?
They know who the nation of domination is.
Them 1 minute rounds is no that shit. We be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to lose track of time. That's why we used to do them. The double.
My minute seemed a little fast though, HP, but felt more like 37 seconds.
Look, you know what I'm saying? I try, because even if I press it and you didn't, like First Lady did that where I pressed it and she's like, oh, okay.
So Mike, we got Frank. Unless you want to say something, HP. Unless you got something to say, Frank.
Oh wait, Mike back in, baby. Oh, there he is. And Mike
Nation of Domination. Start that minute, man.
Mike, you can talk about the squad in 1 minute.
Which one? What do you want? Which one do you want? What pick?
Oh, one of y'all picks or all of y'all picks?
Any pick you want.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Then Frank, then I'll go, then you go, HP, then we, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like this. Hold on, let me get Frank. Let me get Mike over here. What the hell? Then slide. There it is. Okay, did it right.
All right, so it's
go crazy.
Yeah.
So the McMahon family, we went first. So the McMahon family, there is no WWF, WWE without the McMahon family. Vince, Linda, Shane, Steph, they all did their thing. Chris Benoit, like, we separated the outside the ring with the inside the ring. His resume stacks up against anybody. Yeah, what happened outside of the ring was a tragedy, but inside the ring, like, this is a wrestling podcast, so we figured we'd keep it in the ring. Owen Hart, same thing. Like, that was a tragedy, but his resume speaks for itself again, with his crazy matches with Brett, everybody else. Jazz is Jazz. She's one of the first ladies. She did her thing. And who was our 5th pick?
Batista.
Oh, Batista, like, yeah, you know, he was evolution. Like, he came in, did his thing. The Vince and everybody asked him to come in 4 times, and he kind of turned them down. He's waiting until he's ready. He wants his last match. But Batista is Batista. He's the animal. He just, you know, I don't know how you beat that.
Yeah. Mike. I love it. Oh, we're gonna swap this up now. Horseman's turn.
I ain't mad at it. I mean,
my man got the Randy Savage shirt on. He ready.
Come on, Frank.
All right, Nation of Domination. Everybody in that group are in the Hall of Fame or should be in the Hall of Fame. The only person that's not in there is D'Lo Brown, which I don't think is fair. Look at the people that are in there. You got The Rock, you got The Godfather, who has probably some of the best characters that was given to him. Farouk, first Black African American world heavyweight champion. Who else we got? We got China. She has moments, bro. She has moments. She was the first female that we seen go up against the heavy hitters, the big guys, the big dogs. Jim Johnson, we still sing his themes to this day. He is the greatest music composer in wrestling history. We don't care about Def Rebel. Y'all still be listening to Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, D-Generation X's theme. All that is from Jim Johnson. Who else do we have?
Bray Wyatt and Sable.
Bray Wyatt. One of y'all mentioned that we don't have any more gimmicks or whatever. Or Undertaker was the last gimmick. I think Bray Wyatt was the last gimmick with the Fiend and, you know, the Wyatt family and everything that he had going on behind him. He didn't even scratch the surface in his career. He already laid a foundation from what he put on the table.
Time. Yeah, pretty good though. Pretty good.
So you want to go, HP? You want me to go? I don't mind. It's up to you. I know you like to get the last words. I would love for you.
Nah, I'll even keep it going in order. You know what I'm saying? Let me just make sure I hit the reset. Bang. You know what I'm saying? Ready, and I'm gonna start when I press the start. Boom. So first I'm gonna start off with Jazz, you know what I'm saying, a female pioneer. So we always got to recognize a lot of times when females are getting recognized, it's for their body and not their body of work. And so we wanted to make sure that we got somebody in there that we could recognize for their body of work that definitely should be in there. And as a Black female, want to make sure we got her just due there. Batista, animal, nothing much to say there other than multiple time world champion, headline numerous Royal Rumble winner, numerous PLEs. You know what I'm saying? He went on to Hollywood and do great things. So now we're riding on the animal's time. Owen Hart was a tragedy in the ring. He was also known as the Blue Blazer, but he was also on his way, European champion, Intercontinental champion, former King of the Ring, and also a former tag team champion. The only belt he was missing at the time of that was the world. Then you got CB. CB had a phenomenal career. We're only judging his in-ring. And the McMahon family, if it was not for them, wrestling as we know it would not be here today. Pause. Boom. Minute, 2 seconds. Not bad. Where Archie at? There he is.
Right here, baby. You can't miss me. Yeah. Let's go. Let me know when I'm on the clock.
Ready and go.
Sable, changed the game, made history. China, changed the game, made history. You probably see where I'm going. Nation of Domination, changed the game, made history. Jim Johnson, changed the game, made history. And Bray Wyatt, changed the game and made history. Game changers, history makers, moment makers. Forever. That's why these people, we feel, not only hypothetically in the world y'all live in, but realistically should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. And one day, every one of these groups and people we mentioned will be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Then you're going to play this back and be like, damn, Archie was right. He might not be right in the moment, but he's always right in the future. So game changers, history makers, realistic picks for the WWE Hall of Fame. Horseman 97, foes up, y'all down. That's it. Game, set, match. I don't need a minute.
So you're saying the McMahon family, the McMahons are not going to be in the Hall of Fame? Vince is never going to get in the Hall of Fame?
Nope.
They're not all going in collectively.
They're not.
They all go in individually, but we just.
Yeah, we put them as a group because we've seen groups go in. And remember, this is also a game of strategy too, because even though you may think you have the best picks, we also got to go to the polls, and we also had to fight the thing of once you name a person, the other team cannot select them.
We wanted to make a realistic Hall of Fame class.
We thought Archie,
not a fantasy
wants to be the heel. Now he wants to be a baby face.
No.
Now
We collectively said we didn't want The Rock. We collectively said we didn't want to pick Owen. We collectively said we weren't going to do. We chose not to pick those people.
So let me ask this question.
Well, somebody said that we took one of your picks. What pick was that?
Y'all didn't take none of our picks.
I thought
he said
he meant when we took the Hardy Boys from
y'all took away the Hardy.
We didn't let him do the Hardy Boys.
Y'all the other picks.
Okay.
We had Y2J. We had Mickey James. We had Edge and Christian. And we had Jim Cornette.
Bobby Chulo, this is an open.
No, I said we said all those.
Hold up. Let HP address this question we got.
This is an open panel for those who got drafted. Now you might wonder, how do you get drafted? Go to the Attitude Era, sign in right there, join us. Transfer Portal is the tier that all you need to do is sign up, become a member right there. Transfer Portal, $1.99. It's not even $2. And boom.
Everybody you see the draft like we had tonight, we had a draft and we drafted our actual viewers. All these are just viewers and people who just enjoy this podcast. So we had a draft. We made it as cheap as possible. You have to be a member. That's how we separated it, and that's how we decided. So we made it cheap as possible, $1.99. We do answer all questions and stuff in chat, but on Wednesday is all about the viewers, the members, and the people that got drafted and the trades and all that. But yeah, getting the transfer portal. And, yeah, that's how you become. But the chat is wide open. So
click.
Who else y'all had? Let me know, because we that y'all didn't go with. 5 was a hard number though.
5 is hard because there's a lot of people to eliminate.
That was Mike. Mike put the 5 in the chat, and I just went with the 5. So,
but that's what makes it, because if we'd have said 10, it's too easy.
Yeah,
5 is
definitely
hard.
4 is traditional, like everybody else. Everybody does 4, so 4 is traditional.
Oh, and Poppy Chulo, we also go live on Mondays during the main event of Monday Night Raw, and we go live Friday during the main event of SmackDown. But Wednesday is Wednesday Night Wars, where we pick a topic, we debate it, then we put a poll up, and then we let the people decide who won the topic of battle. And tonight we put our own WWE Hall of Fame classes together. And so I'm surprised with all the Sid talk that you guys didn't take him in your 5. Like, you've been preaching Sid for months.
I was waiting for Sid too. I was waiting.
I thought for a fact HP was gonna go Sid and Bam Bam Bigelow.
So
Sid was gonna be in the first 3.
I thought HP was gonna go Rick Martel.
First.
Hey, Rick.
Sid definitely came up. Bam Bam came up too, and it was like when I was talking to Mike last night when he said the McMahon family. I'm like, yo, that's genius, because it takes them all off the board.
That ain't genius though. They would never go in the Hall of Fame together collectively.
Right,
they're
but it
all
takes
really
them off the board for you to use any of them. So you can't use the Shane McMahon if you thought about it.
The cheat code.
I could have took Shane because Shane was a solo wrestler.
Exactly. Right. They were never really a collective group.
Right. But however, in the podcast, when you watch it back, we said active. We didn't say specific to WWE. And we said once you name someone, they're off limits. They're off.
But are they a collective group?
No.
The first family of
they're gone. They're gone. I was going to make that apply to us and y'all. That's why I was like, this makes it tougher, because otherwise we'll just name groups. Oh, he said The Rock.
If that was the case, y'all should have just picked the corporation.
That gets corny though. I don't want to. We got to make it tough for y'all.
Right. Just pick the authority or the ministry.
Yeah, y'all should have just picked the corporation or the authority. Then if y'all was gonna go like that,
I think we all were just confused about the rules of this whole draft.
Yeah, I was really. Yeah, mine was definitely confused about the rules.
I don't see what's confusing. It's the same as the original WWE Hall of Fame class.
Well, apparently y'all thought we all were confused because you picked the Hardys and
y'all picked the Hardys. That was crazy.
How is that confusing? How is that confusing when Rey Mysterio went in the Hall of Fame as an active wrestler? How is that confusing?
Hold on. I'm happy.
Hold on.
Mike put this out, and Archie, there was like, he said, "Can we pick active wrestlers?" And Archie was saying, because I'm on the fence with the Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, Mike kept asking that question.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, so it was Mike. But either way, it was like no active wrestlers. But no one ever said, when you go back and watch the chat and watch the video, okay, WWE only.
That's what I meant, but maybe I should have said that. I wouldn't have picked the Hardys if I knew if I had said that. Now come on, you knew better than that.
I asked HP that last night because I was like Edge and Christian, the Hardys.
Yeah,
so I brought up those names because
HP, because when you sent me that message, I think you said non-active.
So if I would have said TLC 2 as a moment, that would have took the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian off the board.
We're doing moments too.
No, I'm just asking if
that would have happened. That would have just broke the internet.
We're no better for next time.
I'm like, why you picking the moment? I'm trying to argue just for the sake of arguing.
Yeah, I was riding with my team. I'm riding with my team, guys.
We ain't pick no moments. They just said nah. The hell
okay. Hey, can that be the topic? Can we establish
topic? Let's do moments. Yeah, same with Polo. Yeah. We should do moments. Yeah.
Can we do moments next week? And how many moments do we want? And what moments qualify? And what moments?
Okay. Hold on. Everybody mute up. Let's do moments.
Okay.
But let's get the rules situated right now.
Yeah, let's get the rules.
Right now.
Okay, that's it. Because I don't want the confusion. I'm not mad at y'all pigs.
Hey.
Okay. Taking the hardest away.
We do all moments.
That's my first question. Is it WWE moments only, or are we talking about wrestling moments?
Can we do wrestling moments? I feel like it should be wrestling because there's a lot of good indies.
How about this?
I don't
want to do this.
Once you start going to the indies, it starts getting to the point where people are like, "All right, what are we talking about?"
Yeah, go like the major.
WWE moment.
Hey, real quick, how come DNA and Z don't be voting for stuff like this? These particular.
What makes you think they didn't vote?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to go off. I think that they should be the ones to vote for this particular debate, this category.
Hell no, they'd be biased as hell.
How would that be biased? Because we can vote for our picks.
It could be biased.
That's why we put it out to the public, and whoever votes.
The poll is
the poll is for the general public.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the moment should be, I would say, anything under WWE umbrella, but we still have to comb that down too.
So basically, WWE and WCW.
It's WCW
and ECW.
We don't WWE, and if y'all want to do ECW, we can do ECW.
Definitely involve ECW.
You throwing NXT in there too?
Yeah,
that's NXT. Of course.
NXT, but it's gonna be hard when you say biggest moment, because if you take NXT's biggest moment, I don't think it even comes in the top 25 of WWE.
Yeah,
but that's just because it's available don't mean we pick it. So
that's
so fair. WWE, ECW, and WCW, NXT moments. How many moments are we picking?
Three.
We got three.
Mount Rushmore.
Let's do five again. Five's a good number. Yeah, five's a good number.
5 is 10 total moments. So
five is cool, and it'll put us probably right at an hour again next week. So I'm cool with 5.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we define as a moment? Or are we gonna just let it happen?
Yeah, like matches, like you said, like
we can establish that right now. What qualifies? Because somebody's gonna have a problem with something somebody picked.
No, I think if we say it's anything that is clip worthy, or even if it's a like the Iron Man.
What about
is it a moment like?
So does a promo count as a moment?
It could, depending on the depending on.
I feel like it should. There's a lot of good promos.
Yeah, like Stone Cold on the beer truck.
Don't say nothing.
Backstage interaction moment.
No, here's my thing.
What about debut?
This is how I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna give it. Somebody's
going. That's a good one, Archie. Do debuts count as a moment?
A moment is
a moment.
Daniel Bryan winning the championship, or the moment as in
Edge's return at the Royal Rumble.
Ending. You know what I'm saying? Is it history change or is it the moment? Right?
I think it's this.
I already got
anything that someone can make a viral clip of. You know what I'm saying? Because there's viral clips of the pipe bomb interview.
All right, well, and know
that
what?
Was a moment
it's
in
ultimately
WWE
gonna fall on the teams to pick the best thing, and Horseman, we up. That's it.
HP and them gonna come with the suffering succotash.
You say, do deaths count? Are we gonna count deaths as moments? What are we?
Oh, hell no.
I'm just saying there are moments that changed things. You know, like how Chris Benoit was just
y'all
controversial.
Already up 2-0.
I knew you were gonna say that, Archie.
Man, I swore, I swore HP was going to
keep the ammos in the
Rick
bag.
Martel.
Keep the ammo in the bag because we're gonna have to.
I thought HP was gonna pick.
I swear HP was going to pick Rick Martel, bro. I just knew it because he always talk about that AWA belt. He always talk about how that belt was bigger than Ric Flair.
They never said he was a world champion, but Ric Flair was idolizing that belt. Like, damn, my shit looks.
So everybody good with 5 moments next week.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right. Y'all know what the chat is. Y'all, we could talk about it. But yeah, so we're gonna go around the block real quick. And Frank, how you feel about the picks? Let people know if you got anything going on before we get up out of here.
The picks I like the picks. I just don't like that McMahon pick on the other side, but we'll let them have it. Ain't nothing going on my way, just working my 2 jobs, taking care of my family. And
hey, respect. Mike, how you feel about the picks? And you got anything you want people to know about?
No, the picks came out well, both teams and stuff like that. I really liked your kind of pick number 1 because that was one of the ones we had as our top 2. So when that went off the board real quick, that was, I dig that. And nothing, man, just home raising 3 kids and a wife and doing the do. Like,
ain't nothing wrong with that. Respect. Vinny, man, a few words. You got anything going on? How you feel about the picks? Do you want the people to know anything about what's going on in the world of Vinny Andretti? The number 1 draft pick in the Monday Night Wars, man.
Oh, man. Hey, shit, man. You already know me, man. I ain't got much to say, man. You already know. Just add me on the game, Vinny Andretti. Add me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, Vinny Andretti. Other than that, man.
And look, if you're not for real about your gaming, don't mess with Vinny. Vinny gonna beat you by 88 points. So don't mess with Vinny. SCP
Vinny, you
First
ain't got
Lady.
2K
You got anything going on? How you
Which
feel
one,
about
WWE? Yeah, I got it. I was just playing a little bit earlier too. Yeah, I got it.
I'm gonna have to spank you on there.
SCB.
Hey, run that madness.
Yeah.
Got fired.
No, the picks was good. I think as a collective, we all had good picks and stuff. Like the McMahon family pick y'all had. It was cool because I actually thought of the McMahon Hemsley faction. I was thinking that, but y'all went McMahon family, so it was cool. I feel like what we did was solid. With the Bray Wyatt. Like I feel like my biggest favorite pick was honestly Bray Wyatt because Bray Wyatt definitely really changed it changed everything till this day you still got the Wyatt 6 out but
Bray Wyatt did a lot. And when they did the memoriam, how you say it? Memorandum for him.
Memorial.
Memorial.
Yeah. I didn't realize how much he had accomplished in that little bit of time. Like Bray was on fire.
Right.
How do you feel about the picks? And you got anything that people need to know about?
I think I was although I know I'm on HP's team, but I think we all did really good picks. I'm glad there was a good choice of ladies. Like Sable and China for y'all were good. Stephanie and Jazz, I think were good for us. I wish we could have chosen more women, but I'm okay with that. I would say the only thing that I would have going on is my podcast with HP, watching from every Sunday. And then there's a podcast, if you've heard of Thunder Rosa, her company Mission Pro Wrestling, we're doing a kind of drafting also on there in remembrance of my friend Trey and We Love Wrestling. We're gonna start that in June. We have 10 teams right now that we're choosing. It's gonna be kind of more indie based, but if I know not everybody loves the indies, but we're gonna kind of have the same thing, not as very active wrestlers from anywhere from WWE to AEW to NJPW to AA. But we're, like I said, and there's gonna be a really nice belt that we're giving away to the winner. I'll send all y'all the belt because the belt's really fucking nice. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this is a great fucking belt. It's like gray with like diamonds and shit. It was nice. It's good. But yeah, I would say same. Just catch me on anybody's podcast that's wrestling related. For the most part, I kind of just hop around.
She's outside in these wrestling streets.
Yeah, in the wrestling streets. Anywhere. Yeah, I usually drop whenever I'm gonna be on an episode and let people know. But yeah, other than that, I hope we all do great. I love us all. So yeah.
Polo, my man, my wise man, you did not steer me wrong tonight, sir. So I appreciate you. Anything you want? How you feel about the picks? And you got anything you want the people to know about?
Shout out to everybody in Attitude Era podcast chat. Shout out to HP, Vinny, Mike, SCB, Dora, Frank, Archie. I think we all really showed that there's a lot of range in our opinions and, different ways of looking at wrestling based on our picks, which really shows why I feel like, this chat is really dope because there's so many different viewpoints that everybody's bringing. And I really appreciate that. And I thank everybody for that. Not being so humble, we shitted on the click. You guys were very simple-minded in y'all picks, and we just completely ran amok on y'all.
Tennis ball, cowboy hat,
right.
hat.
I'm just playing. Nah, everybody did.
Bunny rabbit, Omaha,
everybody,
jelly.
Everybody did their thing. Nah, everybody did their thing, bro. I'm really proud of everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? We things over Triscuits every day.
There you go.
And Archie, I'm gonna need a Horseman merch, bro, because I gotta rep the gang at Money in the Bank. You feel me?
Oh, I say less. Say less.
HP, we gotta bring the whole Attitude Era podcast to knowledge at Money in the Bank and Survivor Series.
You gotta have an Attitude Era podcast poster or something.
Come on now, that's what I'm saying. We gonna be there doing all that.
That'll be fine. HP, how you feel about the picks? You got anything you want people to know about before we get up out of here? Next week, we are doing moments. Same thing we did tonight. We're going to go to war and pick the top 5 moments. Each team decide and put the poll up. HP, what you got going on, brother? How you feel about tonight?
Yeah, before I even get started with that, Orlando Connor, in order to join the chat, it's simple. I put the banner up. All you got to do is sign up memberships. We got the transfer portal. It's less than $2, $1.99. You get drafted. You come on as a free agent. To either the Horseman 97 or the Click.
You want to be a Horseman, Orlando?
Once that happens, you will then. All this is you. Wednesday Night Wars, 8:30 every Wednesday. Now, as far as the picks, I thought they were great. I thought there were a lot of thinking outside the box and within the box. I thought Archie's picks were very, okay, cool. And then I thought that Jim Johnson was very outside the box. I was never thinking about no musician and. You know what I'm saying? And how he, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was a fire pick, actually. So, yeah, salute on that. The Nation, yeah, Vinny, I know, brother. Vinny said it. So we could have took it off the board early. But I like the picks. I like how it went. And just for anybody watching, it's definitely going to it's going to continue to evolve. Remember, this is the Wednesday Night Wars are about y'all. It's about arguing. It's about debates in a healthy way about pro wrestling. And check me out. Check me, Dora, Paul Priest Universe, Sundays, 9 o'clock. We'll be starting some new stuff, too, as well. And then that's it for right now. I got my hands in a lot of pots right now. And
my man is over there working. Now, I just want to say shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody on the screen. It's the middle of the week. I mean, everybody talking about kids and families and jobs. I think it's just a cool little place to come and take a break from it all. You heard me? Even if it's for an hour or two. Sometimes me and HP done talk 3-4 hours on here. But yeah, just take a break from it all. Come hang out, kick it with your people. I like to say, this is the lunchroom. We had lunch and we beating on the table, making noise with our people. That's what this is, man. That's what Attitude Era Podcast is. We got the best chat in the game, so we want to interact with the chat. If you want to be a part of this, real simple, get a membership. Ain't too much more to explain. Next Wednesday we'll be back. I got a lot going on right now. Follow me on Instagram at @TheArchieCarter. If you into NASCAR and racing, follow my NASCAR channel, NASCAR and Chill, and Tables, Ladders, and Chill, which is the wrestling page where I do rapping recaps of events and all that. And all that's getting back in motion next week after the NASCAR All-Star race. And always working in the studio, keeping busy. But that's all I got, man. Next week, same thing. We will be here. Top 5 moments in wrestling. We're gonna go to war. I like a nice, healthy debate. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get loud. It's gonna get rowdy. But at the end of the day, we all people.
Hey, and let's not forget.
Ain't no hate.
Not forget. I want to make it all in good fun, but there at the end of the day, there always has to be a truth, and the truth of the matter. I mean, just wholeheartedly. Last week winner on the YouTube, Twitter, and the Instagram poll was the Click.
And if you missed last week's battle what was last week's battle?
Hashtag
Ramon Scott Hall.
Oh, Razor Ramon versus Scott Hall. Yes. So yeah, we take everything to war over here. So shout out to the Click. So that means next week y'all get the first pick in the biggest moments in wrestling, and I can't wait for it. But if you need more Attitude Era podcast, follow the pages, subscribe to the YouTube, and we'll be back Friday night during the main event of SmackDown. Unless something crazy in the world of wrestling happens, then we go live. So hit that notification button and don't miss it. Again, shout out to everybody on the screen. We really do appreciate y'all, not only for being members, for rocking with us and being available for this on Wednesday. So if y'all come back, we'll be here, and that's what it is. Attitude Era Podcast, Wednesday Night Wars. We see y'all Friday. All right? Peace. Bowls up.